eyewitness reports began surfacing of 8 to 10-foot creatures, which were entering the mall, which really caused the mass panic from shoppers to the point many who were armed began to fire upon the large creatures. This caused the power to be cut from the mall and surrounding homes, and black helicopters sent into the air to scan the area, shutting down the Miami airport until the search was finished. Some have described these creatures as zombies to reptilians, to even Nephilim in nature as they entered the marketplace. What are these creatures? Are they a sign of the last days of Noah, or is it a government experiment gone AWOL, or cryptids journeying from a secluded area nearby? You tell me.
How have I not heard about this? My dad's a police officer in Miami, and I mean, like, he's even running for sheriff, and I just talked to him. He didn't say anything about that. Hey, did you, have you been seeing the alien stuff? Did you see that at Bayside? Are you serious? You're joking. You're joking. Did they tell you not to talk about it?
How many times do you want me to slice the pie? I'm not allowed to talk about it.
What?
I do know what you're talking about, but I'm not allowed to talk about it.
I feel like waking somebody up today. I am Pastor Woke, and this is your Prophetic Countdown. What I'm about to tell you, you're not going to hear on Sunday morning. This is a crazy event that happened on January 2nd of 2024. We just got up in this year, and already a great shift is taking place. There was teenagers that flooded the mall. They do this every beginning of every year. This is something they do every year. When they came in, some said they had a box with them. Some believe that it was a spirit box. And some of you that do witchcraft or voodoo, you know what I'm talking about. And they plugged the box in, and they said all of a sudden the lights, something supernatural began to happen. The lights began to flicker. Strange noises started happening. But this next part will blow your mind. People started running because they started seeing these 8x10 creatures or aliens that was coming out of what looked like a portal. Listen, my friends, the time in which we're living in is strange. It's different. It's like no other time that we have ever lived in before. For the Bible says there's only one time that we can compare it to, and that is of the days of Noah. The Bible said, as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the coming of the Son of Man. For violence will fill the earth. Strange events will begin to happen. Strange weather things will begin to happen. But one of the main things that happened was the fallen angels. They fell from heaven, and they ascended on Mount Hermon, and they made a pact with one another. When they made a pact, they said, what we're going to do, they said, we're going to marry from the daughters of men and have children unto them, which were the Nephilims, which was the giants of old, the heroes of old. If you look at the old Sumerian tablets, the folklore of the Sumerians, they talk about the gods that came from the sky, that came from heaven. And they taught men fire. They taught them about the elements. They taught them about war. They taught them about the constellations and the stars and the moon. They taught them about war and weapons and things like that. They talked about them. So that's why we have all of these folklores about the god of Zeus and all of these different gods, Poseidon and all of them. Why? Because these are the fallen angels that came to earth and tried to manipulate mankind. Understand this. This is nothing new. It's all deception and it's all a lie. There is no aliens. These are the same lying wonders. Yeah, we're talking about the fallen angels that corrupted the DNA of the human race, that caused God to first time to bring a flood to start all over. The Bible says that next time it's going to be with fire, that God is going to destroy the earth because of the abomination that is taking place. I want you to understand that this is a time more now than ever that the human race is caught in between two cosmic forces, but one is definitely greater than the other. For God, Yahweh, Yahuwah, the Most High God, and His Son Yeshua is greater than Satan and all of the third of heaven that fell with him. I want to let you know today that this is a time to pray. This is time to wake up. This is a time to understand that that they were seeing spirits that was 8 by 10 teleporting that caused the whole city of Miami to shut down. All flights was halted. The whole city, all the police force came out. I want to let you know, my friend, we just got into 2024 and things are jumping. I told you a great shift was getting ready to take place. And we cannot afford to just be dumb. For we are in the age of enlightenment. Knowledge is being increased. Things are happening that you have to come out of your box. You got to come out and understand that things are happening that's beyond what you've been told, what you've been taught. Things are happening, and you got to have an answer. That's why I believe that God is waking up men and women that God has anointed for this time, that God is raising up for this time to give you answers of what is happening in this time. Listen, CNN, Fox News, they don't have the answers for you. I'm sorry. But God has anointed, God has given revelation in the Bible. He has shared that this is an hour that He's raising up men and women to begin to share with people what is happening in the earth. What is going to prepare yourself, because it's about to get worse than what you're seeing and what you're hearing. And you got to come out of the matrix. You got to wake up out of that out of that state, that sleeping state that you've been in, and understand that this is not normal. Nothing that we're getting ready to see this year is going to be normal. For we are dealing, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but they're mighty to the pulling down of strongholds. We got to pull down strongholds. We understand this. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, spiritual wickedness in high places. This is a spiritual thing that's being manifested in the natural. It's time to wake up, my friend. We're getting ready to see more demons manifest in this time like never before. That's why you better make sure that if you're a believer, you better make sure you got true power, not that fake form of godliness. You better make sure you have some true power, because guess what? A lot of people are going to be exposed because they got no power. They look good, they look the part, but they don't really got no power. They really don't believe in the God of the Bible. They don't believe in Jesus Christ. Listen, this is the time, my friend, to wake up and be who God has called you to be. I am Pastor Woke, and sorry for the inconvenience. I'm out here trying to change the world. Stay woke.